Alright, Dad. So, we got the 560 done as you guys saw in the last clip. That's out here. Everything's working fine. That torque's working as it should be. It slips out of gear like it should. Well, I shouldn't say slips out of gear, but it comes out of gear as it should. So, what's the next project here, Dad?
The 756 Pink Flamingo.
Pink Flamingo, because the hoods are all pink.
It's got a nice paint job. We're gonna leave it that way too.
Yeah.
It's gonna have like a teal bluish color engine in it, and it's really gonna be retarded.
Yeah. So what's the point of making it look all nice if it's gonna have a weird looking engine in
It's
it?
gonna be sleeper.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take out the 291 gasoline engine, which is in there, obviously, which is roughly, I don't know, 50 some horse, I think they are. I don't know.
60 somewhere.
Whatever. And yeah, probably. And then we're gonna put about a 200 horsepower DT360 bus engine in there. So that's our next project. It won't go as fast as the 560.
The 560, because we gotta do a lot of little engineering stuff, like how to hide this underneath the hood and that.
Right. And the front cover on that engine's got to be cut so it fits inside these frame rails. We'll have to drill a new hole in here somewhere for that. And then I need to get a flywheel for the clutch yet. And other than that, once I do that, that engine will sit on here perfectly.
So yeah, we're obviously not the first person to do this. There's been multiple people do this before
We could
us.
basically, after I get the flywheel for the clutch, because I already have a clutch, is we could bolt the front end right back on and then deal with the radiator and all that fun stuff later. We could roll it out of here if we had to.
Yeah.
Or even drive it, because it may not have coolant in it, but it'll go for a little bit. It won't hurt it.
Yeah.
It's a pulling tractor.
Yeah. And I was just talking to Dad about this. This might become a new pulling tractor, maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. But we don't really have any plans of... Well, we're just going to use this tractor whenever we want, basically, I guess.
It'll be a farm tractor.
Farm tractor.
With a little extra kick.
Yeah. 756, a little extra kick.
Yep.
But yeah, this tractor is roughly 7,000 some odd hours, I think the tag says. I don't know if it's been replaced or not. I think it's had a pretty hard life before us. When we got it, it didn't have a hitch on it or anything, so when we got it, we put this Wheatland hitch on it, and as you can see, somehow the drawbar got bent there. And we put these clamshell fenders on, which are off the 560. They're mounted on there with an old corn picker bracket thing, right? The fenders?
Yes. Yeah, this is off a mounted corn picker. I took that off our 806, and I just welded I welded some bolts on here so we could put the fenders on, just for the time being.
Yeah.
They actually don't look too bad.
No, actually, it don't look too
And
bad.
then once we take this drawbar off, I'll put a standard one back on here, and with a standard drawbar, we can move the fenders in if we want to keep them or put flat tops on it.
We might put flat tops on it so we can, because it just looks more like this tractor. I might put the 560 clamshell fenders back on a 560 where they're supposed to be.
They're solid in here. It was just for protection.
Yep. And it looks a bit better. But yeah, these tires are full of fluid. This thing struggles to pull itself around.
Heavy.
It's heavy.
It weighs 10,000 pounds.
10,000 pounds.
The way it sits.
Well, yes. So the tires are full of fluid. It's a heavy beast. We want to get new tires for probably new rims too, I would assume.
Yeah,
Since they're
these
probably
are 18, what is it,
18. I can't see right now. I'm not gonna.
38,
Yeah, 18, no, 34s. 18.434s.
So,
They're
it
over.
doesn't need to have 18 on it.
No.
It could be 16.934s or something.
But yeah. So since these things are full of fluid, I'm assuming the rims aren't exactly the best. This one don't look the worst. Usually on the valve stem, there's where they rot out the most.
Well, to get the fluid out, there'll be junk after that.
Yeah.
We'll twist them off.
But yeah, this is our next project. It's hopefully gonna be a nice, mechanically good tractor when we're done. It's not gonna look the prettiest, but we don't go for looks.
Eventually we'll paint it.
Yeah, when we build a shop. Bigger shop than this,
We'll
I
see
should
them
say.
blast the hoods off and tractor and start over.
It'll look really
But
nice.
actually, the hood panels in this thing are like perfect. There's no dents in them. They're not
all gummed up.
up.
Yeah.
It just looks ugly.
Yeah, it just looks ugly.
So
whoever
diamond in the rough.
Yep. Whoever painted it last didn't use the best quality paint, and it probably sat outside. Who knows?
Yep.
But yeah, it'll turn out to be a good tractor. Hopefully, that engine will really make it come back to life. Old bus engine.
And this engine might get reused. I have a nephew that wants to put it in a 560, so
Yeah.
it'll fit right in there. With you gotta change the front cover, and I think the rear cover. No, I'm not sure.
So yeah, basically this is the same engine off a 560, just a few little different
A
things.
little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger cubes too, but oh man, not much of a difference.
He could bore it out because his engine uses a lot of oil, and so if he bored it out and put new pistons in it, or even new sleeves, it'd have more horsepower. And
Yeah.
it would use oil as mad.
Yeah, it would.
Some guys like gas tractors. I don't mind them around here when it's cold. But
I don't.
This one needs an overhaul.
Yeah, I don't really care for this 291, but like the 400s, the M's, they're awesome. The B, they're most of the time don't have any problems, except for like my M right now that uses oil, that needs an overhaul. But this thing, it just electrical problems and whatnot. We haven't had many electrical problems with it, I don't think.
No, the harness was burned up when we got it, so we ripped it out, and I just run a few wires enough to make it run.
Yeah, I think it had a dash fire in it before we got it.
So I basically run a few wires enough to start it, and that was it. I cut
Yeah.
everything out of it.
And as you can see, there's no lights on it, so it's kind of fun hauling in gravity wagons full of ear corn with it at night.
Yeah.
Only did that one night, and that was enough.
So that's the project.
Yeah, that's what we.
That's nice.
What is? Oh, that's the overflow. Yeah, this is what's gonna be. Yeah, Dad's nice battery bracket, which those are actually pretty nice.
That's gonna go back on.
It's gonna go back on, but yeah, this side of the engine's a lot cleaner. Not much oil. Got some oil leaks back there, but we'll get it all figured out hopefully. Well, obviously won't paint it for a couple years probably. Once we get all the leaks figured out and make sure she's all nice and tight and good to go. Run it for a couple years.
Yep.
Then paint them. Instead of paint them, then figure out all the oil leaks. So yeah, we'll come back to when we make more progress on this beast.
I just used my shirt to rub all my crap on.
Thanks for telling everyone that. So we got some progress made here. We just finished taking the rest of the fuel tank off, the fuel tank housing basically. And she's coming apart. Coolant's still drip dropping out of there. Yeah, we're getting closer. We're probably gonna start taking the one frame rail off tonight, maybe not. Fan can come out of here once I get this hose off. I was just waiting for the radiator to drain some so I can pull that hose off of there. Yeah, she's getting stripped down pretty good. It's almost ready. Yeah, we're making quite a bit of progress. Now we cluttered up the garage. Most of the stuff's probably gonna sit outside for a while because we don't really care about the paint. Can't get much worse.
Might clean it up.
Yeah, I might clean it up some by leaving it out. Even it out a bit. So yeah. She's coming along and getting closer.
Yep.
Just when we're going along here and taking stuff apart, trying to think, how is this going to work on the new engine?
This little dinky starter ain't gonna work.
Yep.
Have to get a high torque one or a
Yep.
diesel starter.
We're trying to figure out stuff can we reuse the choke that's on here and use it as a kill switch on there? Is it long enough? And stuff like that I've been thinking about. Yeah, Dad's taking out the starter right now. I took 2 bolts out of it. I didn't take them all out though.
Yeah, we gotta take off the starter. Got her stuck.
Yeah, this thing's pretty dirty. We didn't use it at all. I think we only got used once this year, and that was to pull you out when you got stuck in the Kubota.
Yeah, for some reason it hasn't been running very nice.
No, but
It's been pain. It's been a Karen.
it's been a Karen. So basically, yeah, that's just made it more of a reason to get the new engine put in here. So, yeah, maybe we'll run it on the disc line.
Yeah.
No, I got the Magnum for that. Gotta use a Magnum when you can. So yeah, she's coming apart.
Yep.
What are you doing? Putting it back
I put
together?
it back up because this bolt is binding.
Oh, so
Can't
taking
get
that
it.
bolt out first?
Yeah.
So yeah, this thing has an 806 torque section in it.
Midsection.
Midsection, torque section I call it. Which is what we worked on the other 560, or I should say Dad worked on.
And their 856 turbo is currently at the neighbors, we're rebuilding the torque section over there because they've had some issues.
Yeah, and we've been finding all kinds of things wrong with that. Dad's been going over there and helping when he has time.
Yep.
Yeah, that V56 needs some work done to it too. The torque section.
Somebody was rough with it before we got it.
Yeah, I've posted a picture of it before in a previous video what it looked like, but I'll post a picture of it again right here, right now. See, I think a good glimpse at it, that's what it looked like. Oh, Dad's pinching his fingers.
It bit me.
It bit him again. So yeah, this is the last time this gas engine's hopefully ever going to be in here. Hopefully, I don't want to get in here again.
Maybe they'll go on a 560 next.
Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Make it parted out, so it'll get reused one way or another. So yeah, I'll come back to you again when we made even more progress. Alright, the engine's getting closer to coming out. We got the front end moved forward. This is not exactly the funnest way to do this since it's a narrow front. It's really tippy, but it's there. Engine's drip dropping antifreeze right now, so yeah, that's going to be coming off here shortly too. Getting closer. There's all kinds of... This side ain't as bad as the other side, but this side here is all packed full of dirt and oil and gunk. Probably because it leaked oil on this side of the engine more than the other.
Probably.
But yeah, she's getting closer. One step closer. We'll have her out tonight, probably.
Yep.
Be back when the engine's out, I guess. Well, I got the engine out. Everything over there is looking good. Got the engine off. No, that's going to go hopefully to a new home. Hopefully. We'll find out. And yeah, we're just going to leave the front end there for now. If we wanted to, we could just slide it back for now, just so we would be sure that it won't tip over. But yeah. So now I just need to do some work on that engine there to get the bolt up to here. Just a few things. Dad just said he's got to put the rear main seal on that thing, but he's got to get a special tool for that first.
Which our local guy in town's got one. He lets us borrow it, so
Yep.
push it in, and gotta get a flywheel for this. It's a 1066 IH flywheel. And we'll put that on, and that'll be ready to bolt up.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be we have to do a lot of, I guess, engineering to get it to fit underneath, get stuff to fit underneath the hood and whatnot, but lots of little stuff.
Yeah. Next big project, once we get the engine hung, will be these ears on here. Right here. These will have to be cut off like an inch to fit inside that frame rail. That's the only bad thing.
Yeah.
We had to do it in a pulling tractor once, so it's not a big deal.
Has a little bit of experience. But yeah, we made some headway today. Finished the 560 up, then we started on this. Got a good head start on it. Turn it apart anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, that's enough for the day. It's just past 15 after 10 at night. Time to call her a day. His dad's drinking his Mountain Dew.
Should be having a beer.
So yeah, well, I don't know where we're going to work on this thing next. Probably not tomorrow. Probably just putz around on it here and there throughout the week or whatnot. At least Dad will. Play around with it. I know he's excited.
Yep.
This is a project that we've been waiting to do for about 5 years now. We bought this tractor like 5 years ago with the intentions of putting this engine in there. Now we're finally getting to it. Because it got all the necessary stuff fixed on all the other tractors and whatnot.
Yep.
So yeah, we finally got our way here.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, this was actually the first tractor that the farm bought after we took over for Grandpa. Back in, I think it was 2015, like late summer.
We ended up using it because it was just useful at the time.
Right, we used it on the bend spreader and just little stuff. We didn't do any field work though. Dad tried raking with it, but it's got really weak hydraulics.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out too.
So it couldn't pick up the rake. When we got it, I don't think it had any hydraulics outlets set up on it, did it?
No, they were pull off.
Yeah, so Dad had to take the one. We only got one outlet on here that works, so Dad had to take the other one off, and he took the lever off up there too, so nobody would mess around with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I hopped on it when we first got it, when it was running, I accidentally hit the lever or something. Or no, I think it was it wasn't running. I locked it and I must have knocked it or something and locked it on. So Dad went to go stir it up and it shot oil through the seat. Up the seat. Yeah. That was a couple years ago though. Well, yeah, I gotta get the hydraulic pump figured out, which it could be a few things, but we'll find out as we go on. Project for another day.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all we're gonna get done today. Well, engine's going in a bit sooner than I expected. We're putting it in, just bolting it up right now to get it out of the way. Still have to get the seal on the end there, the back of the engine, but
We don't have a clutch yet.
yeah, we don't have a clutch yet, but
We're mocking it up so I can do the frame rails.
yep, work on other things.
You can let it down a little bit so I can line up this last bolt. I'll tell you when. Oop,
More?
oop. Somewhere. Maybe a little more.
No more.
Touch. The double's got to line up. Oh, that's good.
Okay. Wish I had a better camera so I could have done a time lapse of this, both last night and today. But yeah, here you are, bolting her in
Yep.
temporarily. That bolt there is stuck in there, and it's not supposed to be in there. So I have to take the, what is that? That's not the fuel filter. That's the oil filter
This gotta
housing.
come off anyway because oil filter.
Yeah, it's got to put a different housing on there because that's just not gonna work. It's gonna hit the frame rail. So yeah,
Right.
yeah, she, I guess you could say bolted in there now temporarily.
Temporarily.
Temporarily. Turbo. This ain't the original turbo for this engine, I don't think. It's the What is this turbo? I know it's not. It's not international. It's
Yeah, well, it's off a bigger engine.
yeah.
They put different. I don't remember. I thought they put.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the original turbo. I think it was original.
We have it upstairs.
Is around. Yeah, I guess upstairs.
Yeah.
I think we planned on putting in a 12 or something eventually. Or if we ever needed one for the 12, it would go in a 12. Yeah, she is in temporarily.
Yep.
So, yeah, so it's gonna look like when it's in there. It looks a lot beefier than that thing did. But yeah, that's gonna work out pretty good. Now I just gotta get everything fitted in there just right and whatnot. Yeah, basically just getting everything to fit underneath, in between the frame rails and underneath the hood.
Yeah. We won't get the turbo under the hood this year.
No, we're just gonna run the exhaust out the side for now.
Yeah.
Till we figure that out.
We need a different manifold because this engine in the tractor never had a turbo, so they never made a turbo.
Yeah.
At any rate.
See, I gotta get a manifold off of a Cummins engine, right?
Yeah, you can get a 5.9 Cummins engine manifold, and then you egg out the holes in the manifold a little bit, and it bolts right up, and it'll fit a turbo.
There you go. So that's one thing that has to be done, but that's not mandatory. We can run the exhaust out the side for now. It'll look goofy, but it'll work.
You know, baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps. It'll work. So, yep. Well, I guess we're going to call that an end to this video. I want to say thanks for watching. Take care, take it easy, and stay tuned for the rest of this project. It's going to take a little while, but it's going to be a nice tractor, hopefully, when it's done. If everything goes as planned, it's going to be a nice tractor. Useful tractor, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know Dad's happy.
Yeah, it'll be fun. They'll have some horsepower.
Yeah.
About 200 horse, I think she's at, because the pump is a little turned up and a big turbo.
So it's probably pushing more horse than the 2+2 is right now.
Sure.
So it'll probably be the highest horsepower tractor on the farm, since we don't have the 2+2 and the Magnum turned up.
Least amount of weight.
At least, so, yeah. But yeah, I doubt we'll do any tillage with it. Maybe we'll throw it on something just for craps and giggles.
Yeah.
But who knows? It depends. It depends. But probably not. Just be a play around with tractor most likely. Just do oddball jobs and whatnot. But yeah.
To the fair.
Take it to the fair, pull it or whatnot. Have some fun with it. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later.